Hey people, D-Man here, and today I'm reviewing Amphibia episode 14, if I'm not mistaken. And of course it has two parts or two episodes, depending on what you want to call them. And it was a fairly good episode. It wasn't, it was interesting. It was interesting to say the least. The first part was interesting, just can't really say without spoiling it. And the second part was definitely interesting. And I can't wait to see what happens in the future. Um, that's about all I can say without spoiling it, really. So let's get into spoilers.
Just remind you to subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment, share this video, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok down below.
Spoiler alert. Okay, so let's say the first part first. The first episode, whatever you want to call it. Okay, basically, planners are out recruiting people that are losing their home because for some reason Andreas is destroying the landscape. I don't know why he is, but he's just doing it to be he's just doing it to kind of be I don't know, a bad person. I don't know why he would do it, but whatever, he's doing it. So the planners are trying to recruit people. They're doing pretty well. They fall into a giant ditch, pretty much, and they meet an old friend from season 1, the mushroom guy that tried to brainwash the whole town, and Hop Pop had to kill him. And they kind of meet this guy. They have a conversation. At the end, this guy ends up joining the resistance because their village got destroyed. So he ends up joining the resistance, and he basically says, like, hey, I'll meet you there whenever we're going to do this stuff. And they're like, okay, we'll meet you there. So it's pretty interesting, I guess, to say the least. And it's interesting because there was a part where they're like, hey, they're mind washing these animals, so there could be another fungus like you out there. So that might be a thing as well. So you might see another brainwashing fungus out there somewhere. And then it turns into the next episode, which is the most interesting out of the two episodes. So the next episode is all about the past of the king, Andreas. It's all about his past. Is that his name? Andreas? I'm going to say it is. It's all about his past and his old friends, and a lot of people speculated that frog was was Sprig's mother. Totally not, because she's like 1,000 years old. Maybe like one of his ancestors, but not his mother. And she obviously took the box to Earth, but we'll get into that after we get into a little bit of it. So basically, we talked to the new Marcy. She's evil now. And she wants him to, like, wipe out some memories from her brain. I don't know if she meant, like, the old Marcy or, like, anything like that. I don't think she did, but who knows if she did or not. And then we have, we have Andreas just remembering his past. And it turns out he used to be, like, it turns out their society used to be a lot more advanced. Frogs, toads, and newts used to live a lot more in harmony until he got betrayed by one frog, and he basically said, like, frogs shouldn't be trusted, and toads should look after them because they failed me the first time, sort of thing. So basically what happens is he has these friends, and it seems like he has, like, a crush on the girl, to be honest, like the girl frog. It's kind of funny. And he's about to become king, and it turns out they're going to invade Earth to take all the resources, because they need to take resources for their advanced civilization. Which is a plot I have seen a few other things. But basically, they're like, hey, we need to take resources from it for our advanced civilization, so go there. And I guess 1,000 years ago, like, Earth people weren't that advanced. So I guess they probably could have wiped us all out and took all our resources. Although, I will say this. I will say that I don't know if nowadays it'd be possible for his army to take over Earth. Just seeing like the way that the robots are taken down pretty easily with fighting and like simple weaponry. Like I don't like in reality I'm talking about I don't know about Amphibia's Earth. But in reality we have like weapons of mass destruction and a bunch of other weapons. So I don't know how easy it would be for him to take over Earth nowadays. But back in like 1,000 years ago, definitely would have been able to. But nowadays it's gonna be a little bit harder. But he's still gonna try to take over Earth, and I'm assuming they're gonna be ready for it because of the Boon choice. They were with the secret agent guy. So I'm assuming he's gonna be prepared for the invasion, and they're gonna have some pretty strong weapons to take down the Frog Army. Even if they weren't prepared, I'm pretty sure they could take him down. I'm just saying. I don't know for sure. I'm just thinking out loud here. But anyways, let's get back to the story. Anyways, the story is basically he doesn't really want to wipe out a whole civilization, but he says like, okay, I guess that's what we have to do. And then he takes his frog and his frog and his toad friend there. And basically they play around with the box. She touches the crystals. And she remembers and she sees like the future. And that if they keep on doing this stuff, they're going to destroy everything and it's going to doom them all pretty much. And she's like, hey, you can't do this stuff. She tries to tell them, but they don't believe her. They call her crazy because she's a frog. And, you know, they're basically like, oh, you're crazy. And they almost label her as a traitor, but at the end they don't. But then she does turn into a traitor. She does steal the box and she runs off. And obviously she takes it to Earth, 1,000 years in the past, where it stays until Anne and Marcy and Sasha find it and then go back to Amphibia. So that's a very interesting little tidbit there that she took it and then it went back to the past and it went back to the past and then eventually it went back. So I'm assuming she's like somewhere on Earth dead. Or maybe she's alive still. Who knows? I'm just assuming she's somewhere on Earth as a corpse. So yeah. So very interesting. It seems like they're gonna invade Earth like the next day, and we get like a little hint that his father is still in the hive mind, and it's pretty crazy. And it means, like, Andrus is 1,000 years old. That's ridiculous. He's 1,000 years old. I wonder how long the frogs and the toads live for. I don't think they live for as long as... I don't think they live for 1,000 years. But who knows? Maybe they do. Does that mean Hop Pop's like 1,000 years old? I don't know. Anyways, but it's very interesting to say the least. And I really enjoyed it. It was really good. And this showed this really cool past. And it's... And then it shows, like, the consequences of the past. It's just cool. It's just cool, and I can't wait to see the consequences and what happens and all that stuff. I just don't think they're ready to take on a more advanced society as in humans nowadays. I mean, all the robots are pretty easily destroyed. And plus we have, like, weapons of mass destructions that can destroy entire cities and continents. So, like, if you just employ enough of them. But, you know, whatever. Interesting story. Can't wait to see the rest. Can't wait to see Marcy meet up with Anne and Sasha. That will be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Nonetheless, it's pretty good. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell notification. That's the best way to get my channel. Link down below to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace.
Just remind you to subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment, and share this video. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok down below.
Shadow, my baby, I love you so much. You're my baby. And you love to sleep in the bathtub. 'Cause you're a weirdo. Shadow, look. Look over here, buddy. Look over here.